Hello everyone, welcome back to Roll and my continuing challenge series where I give myself strange stipulations and try and reach an E16 score up here in the top left. This round I think I'm going to try and see if I can get to an exponent score, but only purchasing things from the four corners of the shop. So we start with a +5 here because we can't go and purchase the two in the center. And for now, we will go with the standard choice of simply trying to build a 97. It's going to take us a longer time to do it, but it's normally the best kind of course of action you can hope for to start with. Yeah, I'm glad people are enjoying the return of Roll. I'm looking forward to future updates as they come. I know I probably mentioned last time, the mobile version is still in the works. Oh, we already have 26. Yeah, the mobile version's in the works. There's more upgrades and tweaks and balancing to come, so it's always nice to see what the meta of new updates is going to be, what's going to be working really well on the leaderboards and the like. But for now, we're just going to be having some fun with some challenges here because I've done so many runs of Roll. Unless you're really trying to get into either the ludicrous numbers of dice for the high scoring or the builds like Lottery where it's really quite RNG that you get all of the exact things that you need. It's nice to put some other limitations on ourselves just to see if we can get through interesting challenges. So this process is going to take a good while longer, not only because we're only buying things from the two corners rather than the rest of the top row, but also we're going to have to spend a good amount of points, I imagine, on rerolls, because the free rerolls aren't going to keep up with pace at the rate that we're using the rerolls themselves, so that's going to be tricky. Cases like that. Now this is nice. An extra 10 points here out of 2 5s. And I'm wondering, might there be a better point to stop and try upgrading our shop and start building wealth in other ways rather than necessarily getting all the way up to 97? What other big primes are there? That's a great question. I can't think of what all the other specific primes are kind of between 50 and 97. There's a couple in the 70s, I know that much, because there's a chain where you can get two of them. I think it's 71 and 73 are both prime, I think. So maybe we'll go after a 71 here and then try and do something more interesting with the rest of our shopping. Haven't had a great deal of number of rerolls yet either. How much more do we need? 7 exactly? No, that'd be 72. Well, I'm still going to take these. So now I want a +1, I guess. That's not it. Let me just grab up a list of all the prime numbers a second. Alright, we could go for a 79 or an 83. Would also work out for us. What we really need is an odd number, because we're never going to get to primes on all of these evens. Can't take a +5. Nearly did, but we can't. What are we on now? 78. So this would take us to 82. At this point, we might as well maybe just get to 97 at this rate. Right, there's a +1. We're definitely going to want that. 87 not prime. Alright, if we take this +2 though, then 89 is prime. We'll stop there and now go for our shop upgrade. Then we need to refresh. Now the thing is, nothing in this second row is ever going to be purchased by us because these are not the corners. So with that in mind, I'm going to take a +1 here and put it on the 6 of this to make a 7, just in case we do need to utilize 7s down the line. And we're not going to reroll here, we're just going to go straight to the 3rd tier of the shop. Refresh that. Right. So we can buy this die. And we haven't unlocked this passive yet. A 3x, I think, warrants us rolling for it. It's going to be expensive, comparatively, but we're not going to get a whole lot of options with our limited shop space. What I really want is a set all die faces, but I will take a double reroll ×6 whilst we have the chance to get it, because it's going to be annoying seeing all the things that we want appear in the spaces that we can't take them. There's another 2 times reroll. We'll grab that as well. What I really want is a set all die faces. We can't take that. It's fine. I didn't buy it. Incrementers add numbers to themselves. Small attached multipliers. I guess we'll take another 3x. +2 we can take to make this into a 7 over here. Where are all of the set all die faces to be the same, huh? 7, 7. We can't find one. We're probably just going to be best off just upgrading. Let's take another 6 times double reroll for our spare die. And I guess we're just going to have to upgrade, otherwise we're going to be here forever. Now we have, for the first time, access to our bottom right passive. Not really interested in buying more dice just for the sake of it right now. If we can make just 5 dice work, we will. A void die is not a bad one. Although we don't really have the passives to warrant trying to roll up to 109 very quickly. This is what I want, but I can't buy it because it's in the wrong spot. I will take reroll attached ×2 again for this top die. And I will take this 10x. And we will add that to one of the 7s over here. There's numbers less than 13 get a 500% bonus. I think that's certainly worth our time. Very quickly we're approaching kind of the 40% of our rolls spent. And there is no 99s plus 100% bonus, which would be really good. Let's grab this, and then if that gives us a really fast way to work up to a void die here, we can put one of our we can put a 7 on that void die. So no 99s bonus. Not as fast as I'd like, but these things happen. We'll put a 5 on here. Oh, we can't use this. This is not in the correct space, so we're going to have to wait a little while to use it. But I will go after a void die. I was worried I hadn't clicked it then. Right, now the question becomes, Do we upgrade again our shop, or do we just keep that as our 5th die? I will take a 5x multiplier for whatever number is on there. It's a 73. It's not a bad one. I think that's prime as well. I'm not interested in run increases. I'm not interested in shop weights. I will take a +3. Make another 7 somewhere. Let's make one in the center. Maybe we just end up making everything into 7s. Ah, no. 7s are not going to work because we can only buy clovers in the center row and we can't shop from the center row. So this plan was broken from the start. So what do we need? Like Yahtzees or a run or something? This is a bad plan. Alright then, let's see what else we might be able to claw back here. 3x multiplier can go somewhere. I don't really want to add a number to itself. Scavenger, a reroll every 25 instead of 100 is probably going to pay for itself in time. +1. I guess what we might like to get to then is 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. For a 5-number run. So let's double a 5 somewhere. And add 1 to it to make an 11. 50 dice bonus, we're not going to get to that. There's a face swap. We will take that. And we will put the 11 that we just made onto the void die. The 73 is worth... Oh no, we have some value of... some bonus for numbers less than 13 get extra score, don't we? Yeah. So that's not too bad right now. Double bonus for 48,000 we'll pick up. A die of 77s is no value to me. I don't think I want to wait. I'd rather the no waits passive. I don't want glue currently because glue is gonna hopefully get overridden when we have triplicate rerolls. But this is getting tricky. Lottery bonuses are no use to me. Attached rerolls ×3. We do definitely want. And if we put that down here on the void, we can then glue that down in a minute. If we find some glue. We can take a +9 on a 1 somewhere to make a 10. If we're going to try and build a 5-number run. And I'll get a 3x multiplier because it's only worth 2 rolls to me. A +8 somewhere must surely be useful. If we've got 11, 10, we need a 9. 8 and 1 makes 9. So that's done. And 5 and 3 make 8. Then we have 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. So now we just need some settle die faces, but we can only purchase them from the corners, which is going to be really annoying. Fewer than 6 dice bonus, plus 500%. I've been holding out for that. That's why we've not upgraded to our highest tier of shop. Because if we do that, we'll then have 6 dice. And 6, if you didn't know, is a bigger number than less than 6. What else can we get? Runs reroll themselves. We don't need that. I do want something else rerolling in triplicate. So these top 4 dice are all rolling in duplicate currently. So let's go to re-rolling in triplicate instead. We actually apparently have a lot of points to spend right now. Not sure where that all quite came from, but I'm happy enough about it. Start adding multipliers wherever we possibly can. The 10x is going to come down here onto the one with all the voids. Big spender, this is not the time for you. I want this, but it's in the wrong spot. Another 5x to go somewhere. Picking the prime numbers as a first choice. Reroll in triplicate again. Upgrade the duplicates into triplicates. A 3x can go on you, sure. Square numbers, 5 is not a square number, so that's no value to us. I guess what I should really be doing is taking things like these +8s in the corner and going, okay, we've got 10s on this die, 8 and 2 makes 10, and building my runs that way, because that's going to be one of the only ways that we can build them if we can't find these settled die faces in the corner. There's no weights plus 200%. That's a valuable one to us. 5x can go up there. So there's lucky 7s, is what I was hoping to consider using, but then when it occurred to me that the clovers are only going to spawn in the center row of the shop, that became no use to me at all. Also this, numbers less than 13 plus 1000% is going to be great if it will appear in the corner. A +2 though, what can we get? What else was on offer? A +4. So if we're making 7s here in the center, 4 and 3 makes 7. Ah, that was dumb, because eventually we're going to want to get rid of this 89, and the fastest way to do that is going to be to set this whole die to 7, so I should have used that 4 somewhere else. But we'll take this +2 and put it on this 7 here to make a 9 on there. A 4x multiplier is worth something to me. Reroll in triplicate. So we've got that's a ×3, that's ×3, that is ×3, this is ×3, and now all our dice are re-rolling in triplicate now. I'll skip the 2x. Glue. I think I want glue on here. But I also now need a universal re-roller to keep that going through. If the glue comes first, it doesn't re-roll itself, so I need a universal re-roller to get the glue to be considered re-roll on the second, third, and fourth rolls. I'll take points for things in triplicate just until we have our full chain set up. I'm worried that this is only going to appear here and not here, which would be a bit of a problem. There's run length multiplier, that's an important one. So every die in a run will be multiplied by the quantity of die in the run. So on an 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, that means all numbers will be multiplied by 5. We will certainly pick that up. A +6 somewhere. 6 and 4 make 10. And there's 1,000,000 points, look. That is a big scorer. It's going to make our rerolls make things more expensive very quickly, but that's the price of business. There's a bonus on our prime numbers, so that's 11 and 7. If we have fewer than 6 dice, they get re-rolled 3 times. We want that. I want this 10x on... We've got one on our 11. Let's put one on the 7s, because they're also prime. A +6. We would need 4 to make 10. 6 and 3 makes 9. That's good. Buy one, get one free is not great for us here, because the odds are one of these 8 things will be the thing that becomes free, and that we cannot utilize. A +10 we don't need, because we already have all the 11s we're ever going to need. 7 plus 3 makes 10. We're not going to have 50 dice. Factor 50 multiplier is a big one for us. Multiplies the value of all dice by 50 divided by the total quantity of dice. That's a times 10 multiplier for us. An important gain. Are there any numbers on dice that could be moved to other dice to benefit me? Yes. Kind of. I can put this 7 somewhere else. I can put that 7 somewhere else. I can't make anything else, really. There's another 10x multiplier. I'm going to put that on these 7s because, as I said, those are prime numbers, which are getting more bonuses. I don't think I need triples at this point. I don't think there's anything that can roll triples. So we'll ignore that. Is this something that we want? The value of all numeric faces will be multiplied by 10. However, any non-numeric face will have no effect and no value. Well, we only have numeric faces and the voids, so I think that is one to pick up. There's another 10xer. Is there anywhere best to put this yet? I think I'm just going to put it on this 7. I know I have a 4 there already, but the prime bonus is too good to pass up, I think. Fewer than 6 dice, plus 300% point scoring. Absolutely. Add a number to itself. There's no 5 on the 10 block. 11, 10, 9 is odd. We can make 4 into an 8. That would do. And let's add 2 to itself to make 4, because we might be able to make 4 into 8. Let's move this 7 over to here. Even bonuses. I mean, in our run, half of the numbers will be even. Or 40% technically in 8 and 10 between 7, 9, 11. A +5 on a 4 for a 9. Numbers less than 13 get 1000% extra scoring. Excellent. And is there anything we want to swap to somewhere else from the corner? 4 hoping to double to 8. I'll take this 2 and put it over here to try and double that a few times given the opportunity. There's a set all die faces in the corner finally. I think I am just going to do the 7s to get rid of this 89. Add a number to itself. That's going to be 4 into 8. No 99s plus 200% scoring. Let's do a +3 first. Is there anywhere really good for this? Yes, we can do a 6 here into a 9. Then we'll do 200% extra on no 99s. Add a number to itself, so that's going to be 2 into 4. We do have that 73 that's kind of just in the way though. But we'll do then 4 into 8. Just giving ourselves any number of chances to roll a full run is going to be better than not having those chances available to us as we work on our way through to having all of the numbers represented all of the time. Base swap something is probably going to be useful somewhere. So we've got all the numbers here, 4 there, 5 there, and 4 here. So really, it's just going to be a case of whichever one of these can get to 5 of a kind first, putting the 73 on the one that we don't need. So I don't think we need to move any other faces out now. A +4, is that going to work out somewhere? That's going to work out over here, I think. There's a 10. And 4x multiplier on something. 7 that doesn't have one. There's a set all die faces. So I guess we'll just do this over here to get rid of that 73. Move a die, add a weight. Not interested. Triples, I'm not interested in. A +4. Is there anything I can do with that? 5 and 4 makes 9. So that die is done. Our run's getting reasonably consistent now, I would say. +2, I'll put it on here. Because I think we're more likely to see a +7 than a +9, although I'm not really sure why I think that. We haven't seen the other run modifier yet, which would multiply all the numbers by the largest number in its own respective run. But now, if I'm correct, that is an 11 here, 4 10s, 4 9s, 4 8s, and 4 7s. So these 4 numbers will always be in a run of 4, and then when we roll our 11 here on all the voids, it will roll a run of 5. Nearing halfway through our rolls. We don't need +7s, we don't need set all die faces. So now really it comes down to hunting down the best passives we can. The other option would be to upgrade the shop, lose out on the bonuses that we're getting for, where are they? Fewer than 6 die bonus reroll is good. Fewer than 6 die 300%, fewer than 6 die 500%. We'd lose out on those, but we might get into a larger pool for our passives. But if I could find the things we want, then we could avoid it, but we'll see how we do. There's no weights 100% in the wrong spot, so we know that exists in the pool. Even bonuses. And a 10x multiplier. Multiplier. Let's get more on these 7s because those are prime. I'll take extra score on my 10s and 8s. Our roll's getting very expensive now. And of course, we're nowhere near getting towards the point totals we're going to need if we're going to get to the exponent scores, unfortunately. I don't want buy one, get one. I don't need glue. We do get our free roll every 25 rolls, thanks to Scavenger. But these are not the things we need, are they? Do we bail on our strategy and go up a dice? I think we do. Probably should have done it sooner, but that's on me. There's combined face multipliers. It's 4 billion points though, which is going to be a tough sell. There is a regular dice. Let's buy that. How much? How long to get to 4 billion? Yeah, this is a problem. This is a big problem. We're never going to afford that, are we? Oh dear. Top 3, 7 billion. Also incredibly good. Also the entirely wrong time. I think I've just... In trying to stay on 5 dice, I have completely ruined everything, haven't I? So what we've learnt is going for the full shop upgrade is probably better than just buying a void die and not being able to afford anything else good for the rest of time. Well, it's a learning process. We're never going to find anything that we can afford that we want now, unfortunately. I mean, what we can do is, if this is 7, we can set that to 6 and make our run longer. But these are not the things that are going to change the world for us. Yahtzees for 1000% is not it. We've just exacerbated the cost of everything in the shop so high. This has been another failed experiment, but you know, there's the point of experimenting. Sometimes you fail, and that is okay. Of course, the big problem here is that now we're only rolling once on most of our die, which is problematic. Alright, let's can this. We tried, we learned, we realised I should probably move away from trying to do it in just 5 dice. But for now, thank you guys ever so much for watching. If you have recommendations on weird goals or tasks or limitations, do put them down in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you guys ever so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers!